Babagana Umara Zulum has flagged off first batch of disbursement of relief funds as well as food and non-food items to victims of the devastating flood that affected Maiduguri and environs. This followed the inauguration of the committee saddled with the mandate to disburse the funds and other support. The presentation of the relief items was launched at Gwengi, where the governor updated the public that 7.5 billion naira has so far been credited to the flood relief dedicated account. Here is Mohammed Goni with the rest of the story.
Following rapid assessment of damages conducted by state officials and other relevant bodies on the impact of the disaster, the disbursement committee was inaugurated to disburse cash, food and non-food relief items to the victims of the flood in Maiduguri and environs, which had since swung into action. The beneficiaries of the flood relief support were categorized into three, depending on the extent to which they were affected, with those who experienced minimal impact receiving 25 kg bag of rice, 10 kg bag of beans, mat, blanket, mosquito nets, and 100,000 naira. Partially and fully affected victims of the flood received food and non-food items in addition to cash support, depending on the magnitude of destruction to their households and businesses. Beneficiaries of the intervention expressed gratitude to the government and non-governmental organizations and individuals for the humanitarian response, which they say will go a long way in the recovery process. Governor Zulum for acknowledged support of World Food Programme, UNHCR, NEDC, NEMA and other agencies from sister states, as well as well-spirited individuals for the collaborative effort and responses, assured the victims that none of the identified victims will be left out in the process.
This incident has also left many of our fellow citizens in need of help, and it is our duty to stand in solidarity with them during this challenging time. We have witnessed the unimaginable destruction of houses, public infrastructures, and assets.
Representative of the UN OCHA in Maiduguri reiterated the commitment of the UN agencies and other humanitarian partners to the rebuilding and recovery efforts of the state authorities. Chairman of Flood Relief Disbursement Committee, Bababukar Gujibau, noted that at Gwange 1, where the first batch of the distribution of the relief items was plucked up, 5,235 victims were identified, out of which 1,587 victims had their homes completely destroyed, 2,283 partially affected, and 2,565 recorded minimal destruction.